Please bring it to me. Thank you.
Right, I answered. That's okay. I wasn't sure if you guys knew it, so I was like,
Good morning. Welcome to the University Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. My name is Paula Despang. I'm your service leader today. We're going to have, well, never mind. I'm not going to tell you everything we're going to have right now. You can just see it as it comes along. So, the first thing we're going to have is, this is a time to silence your electronic bits and pieces so that they don't distract anyone. If you must keep it on vibrate, that's just for you, of course. And we'll hear from committee leaders who have something to report or something to request.
Hello, David McElroy. Hello. Okay. Next Monday, not tomorrow, but next Monday is the men's support group, and it's potluck. Bring what you want for yourself, or if you want to share. But that's next Monday, the 17th. Excuse me. Okay. So don't come tomorrow. Okay. Roy, are you here? No. Okay.
Hello, everyone. I'm James McDevitt Phelps. I have 3 little announcements for you today. First, if anyone would like to sign up for the RE newsletter, who hasn't already, there is now a QR code to sign up on the wall near the office door, so you can just go and you can sign up. If you have any trouble with it, you can just ask me about it. 2, we are, as many of you may know, we are having a lot of construction done in the RE building. We're fine for class today, but this afternoon people are coming to do more construction, so make sure to pick up your kids for the potluck as soon as you can, so that the construction people can come in and start constructing, and your kids can enjoy the potluck because it's for kids too. And then finally, unfortunately, we are not having a bake sale today, but we probably will having another one in the future. But we're doing really well in the bake sale selling for the zoo trip, so it's all very exciting. But if you were hoping to buy bake sale goods today, you're just going to have to make do with the potluck. I'm sure it's going to be great. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Celia Mitchell, and I'm running the film club here. On July 14th at 7 p.m., the film club will be showing Casablanca, and then we'll be having a discussion about sacrifice and loyalty. Dinner will be provided, and if you have any questions, I'll be in the back after service.
Good morning, everyone. Kelly Buchanan on behalf of the Marketing Committee. I just want to bring to your attention we are having a very special service next Sunday, July the 16th. We will be having ADRC, which is the Alzheimer's Dementia Resource Center, will be speaking with us for our Sunday service. And the speaker will be Andrea Garner Mercier, and she will be taking us through her personal journey of caregiving is a gift of love, and how that whole thing of caregiving for someone actually impacted her life so much that she now works for the ADRC as a full-time employee. So please join us for this very important, I think, probably personal service. Not only is she going to share with us her personal story, but she'll also stay later afterwards to do a workshop. Now, this workshop is a free workshop. We've actually marketed this workshop to our community. It is a free event. During the workshop after service, it'll start at 12 o'clock, and it's free. It'll be a lunch and learn, and that's where Andrea will talk about more resources and more tools that we can use to help prepare ourselves for the unexpected. And when we talk about unexpected, we know that end of life maybe is kind of expected, but there are certain times and circumstances where someone could pass and we don't expect them to. They could be our children. It could be a brother or sister. And so we want to really be prepared for that. And so Andrea is going to walk us through some of the things that we could do to be prepared for when such things happen. So I encourage you to try to be here with us next week. It's it's the second time that they've been here with us, that they've done a wonderful job. We've had a very successful lunch and learn, and it's actually hosted by the Pastoral Committee. So we have actually put this on Facebook for you to RSVP. We put it in the notable news. We've actually sent out tickets for free tickets through Eventbrite. So we've done everything that we can to share and get the word out. So please join us. Thank you. And here's Lorraine for more information.
I don't have any more information. I hired Kelly to get up here and say all that. I don't. What, see ya.
Hey guys, Derek, Facilities and Grounds. It's been a busy couple of months with the new tenant coming in the RE building, and we got a lot done last month. On the ice cream social, there's no ice cream this coming Saturday, but there is the demolition of an old beat-up picnic table, so there'll be sledgehammers and crowbars and stuff like that. Other than that, it's just going to be a pretty light day. Kill some ants, pull some weeds, and demo the picnic table. And then we're going to skip August because I won't be here and it's too darned hot.
That's right.
Martha Kirby on behalf of the program planning team. There was an email blast that went out a couple of days ago about July 22nd. It's a Saturday, 2 weeks from now. Anyway, y'all can read your calendars too, just like me. So it'll be starting at 8:30 in the morning. We'll gather and get coffee, and then 9 to 12, we'll be talking about how we want to shape the rest of our lay-led services this year. So, we have a minister that does twice a month, but we still have our lay-led history and passion for that. So anybody that wants to participate in that, RSVP to programs at universityuus.org, and I'll get you on the list, and we can have a good morning together. Okay? Thank you.
Good morning, Marianne Feldheim, Social Action Committee. As you know, we do 40% of the plate to a designated nonprofit. So I got checks to send, so I just thought I'd give you feedback to let you know how great you've been. So we did Save the Children, 40% for 1 month, and we gave them $335. Florida Right to Clean Water, again, 1 month, we gave them $375. And the ACLU Foundation of Florida, we did that for 3 months because of sort of the current political situation, and they're taking the lead. And you all did great. We gave them $1,208.90. So, go us.
Hi, Lori Hospitality. First thing, I'd like to have us all thank Leanne, who's volunteered to be co-chair of the hospitality. So, and then today is the potluck. So I'll be giving a lot of more instructions at the end. But you forgot it was today? Stay and come. We got lots of food. You're a new member? Stay and come and meet the group. So no excuses. We'd like to see everybody stay. We have
Even a brand new visitor.
yes, hot dogs, hamburgers, kosher hot dogs if that's important to you. Then we've got vegetable kebabs and vegan macaroni and cheese. I don't know how you do vegan macaroni and cheese, but that's what it is. And all the condiments, and then everybody has brought so much stuff. And there's lots of watermelon for the 4th of July. You got to have lots of watermelon, and we've got it. So please stay, and I'll give all the more instructions at the end. And I'm going to need a few people to help us reorganize the area for the tables. The cooking's going to be outside, but we'll be picking all our food up in the library as always. Thank you.
Wow. Now, I have a small announcement. This is a tiny one. As the person who organizes the service leaders, that's what I'm doing right here. Last week I asked for volunteers, and people said yes, several of you. If there are some people here who were not here last week and would like to volunteer, I'm still taking some more volunteers. Thank you very much. And I would like to meet with everybody. We'll meet together at one table. You'll be able to identify the table to sit at because it'll have these flowers on it. And we'll talk about how to go about that, all the secrets to make this work. Yeah. But you don't have to be a little bit silly like I am if you're not that kind of person. That's not a requirement. The requirement is to be yourself and to bring your whole heart here and share that with the congregation. So, my opening words come from Rumi, who said, "Be like the sun for grace and mercy. Be like the night to cover others' faults. Be like running water for generosity. Be like death for rage and anger. Be like the earth for modesty. Appear as you are. Be as you appear." And our opening music, it isn't nice. It isn't nice. I don't know if you know this song. This is something Judy Collins, well, that's not what it says up there. Judy Collins made a recording of it that became medium popular, but I think it's important. I love the lyrics, and I hope that you pay attention and can catch up some of them yourself. It isn't nice to go to jail. There are nicer ways to do it, but the nice ways seem to fail. It isn't nice, it isn't nice. You told us once, you told us twice, but if that's freedom's price, we don't mind. No, 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 we don't mind. No, no, no. It isn't nice to block a doorway, or to sleep in on the floor, or to shout our cry of freedom in a hotel or a store. It isn't nice, it isn't nice. You told us once, you told us twice, but if that's freedom's price, we don't mind. No, no, we don't mind. No, no, no. Now we tried negotiation and the token picket line. Mr. Charlie didn't see us, and he might as well be blind. When you deal with men of ice, you can't deal in ways so nice. If that's freedom's price, we don't mind. No, 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 we don't mind. No, no, no. They murdered boys in Mississippi. They shot Medgar in the back. Did you say that wasn't proper? Did you stand out on the track? You were quiet, just like mice. Now you say that we're not nice. If that's freedom's price, we don't mind. No, 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 we don't mind. No, 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 we don't mind. So, I know I'm doing everything up here except for the lighting of the chalice. For that we have Chase, whose pronouns are he and him. He's excited that we've got new dry erase markers in RE. Give me a minute to hold that up for you, okay? I'll hold that up. No, you get to hold this one. I'll hold this one. This one. You have to keep this one underneath. There you go. Stop. Say it with me. In the light of truth and the warmth of love, we gather to seek, to sustain, and to share. Yes, and to affirm our union in unison. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its gift. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek truth in love, and to help one another. Yes. And I offer a special welcome to our guests. I see you out there. New people, new faces. Yes. Come again, come many times. Our services vary. Sometimes, as who said that? Somebody said we have lay speakers. Other times we have our minister, but she's only here part of the time. Today we have somebody else. And you can get a variety. We have a variety of speakers and topics and people with different backgrounds. So come and experience all that with us, and decide who you think we are, or don't. In this congregation, we do share our joys and concerns. This is part of how we know each other and part of how we support each other. Joys shared seem multiplied, and concerns shared seem lighter to bear. And so we do that here. Use our microphone, or I can bring it to you. Remember that what you say is going out on the internet, and therefore it'll be in cyberspace, available forever.
Oh, all right. I have a joy. My cousin Ziggy, the dog, he is here today.
Again, good morning, Kelly Buchanan. I have two joys. One is that I just had a wonderful experience of nostalgia walking towards the church today, because I smelled for the first time in a long time charcoal. And just the smell of charcoal just brings back so many fond family southern memories of just charcoal and grilling outside on watermelon. And I just really got excited. And I hope that everyone stays and enjoys this. I guess the first time we've had real charcoal, we have a grill, but I don't know if we've had charcoal. Anyhow, it was a joy for me. And another joy is yesterday I attended with MIAC and several folks here Karen Walsenberger's memorial service. And the joy is, and it's kind of emotional for me, is that I learned so much about Karen and what an inspiration she was throughout the world. And we learned so much about her education, her family, just her public health works throughout the world, and how she made such an impact. And as I walked away from that particular service, it kind of just, my reflection was how sad it is that I had to wait until her service to find out so many wonderful things about her. And I put that out there to our community today, is that I know you, but do we really know each other? And what does it take to really know someone? And I felt kind of strange that I had to wait till she passed away to learn that. So I don't know if that's a joy or concern, but it's just how I'm feeling right now. Thank you.
I'm Peter Carlson, and my joy and gratitude today is that I'm married to this amazing woman. Margie was supposed to be the service leader today, but she's ill. Paula stepped in, and she came in, and that's the first time you ever sang that song, isn't it? Ever in the world. And she just found out about it when we walked in this morning. So I am so grateful and impressed. One more thing. She made those pants.
All right. Very nice. Very nice. Looking good. Speaking of Margie and her husband Luke, they have grown. I'm sorry. They become ill, and they have kind of a flu-like thing. So if you could keep them in your thoughts, that they get better sooner.
Good morning, Lindsay Stroh. I have two sons. Some of you met my younger son here at the auction. My older son, Ken, and his wife Becky live in Richmond, in Arlington, Virginia. Unless you've been to Susie, you haven't met them. But it's always a good feeling when you're in a particular denomination, when your kid stays in that denomination. And my son, Ken, and his wife, Becky, studied up and were delegates to GA. I was so proud of them. And my son gave me a long discussion about Article 2 and all that because he learned all about it. And I'm just very happy and very proud of him.
Good morning again, Lorraine Williams. I have a profound joy and a deep concern. My profound joy is that my children and grandchildren and dogs will all be at my house, not this week, but next week. And I'm really excited. The kids are from 16, 14, 12, 10, and 22. And my, of course, you know by now what my concern is, that I will have my kids, my dogs, and all my grandkids at my house for a week.
Hi, I'm Rachel Wisner. My joy is that I finally got to have a vacation, and I drove up to Baltimore to visit my son. And I'm from the Washington, D.C. area, but I went as a tourist, and I took my 15-year-old to all the museums and the monuments, and I think we walked 12,000 steps a day. I was able to visit my father, who I hadn't seen in 3 years because of COVID, up at Longwood Gardens, which is just outside of Philadelphia. If you ever have a chance, it's absolutely amazing. And it just filled me back up again. And I'm glad I can have an opportunity to come back here and share it with all of you.
Hi, I'm Sarah King. That's my mom. And I just wanted to share my new little joy. This is baby Emmy. She is 5 weeks old, and I'm just so happy and just wanted to share her with all of you. Thank you.
And my other joy has been watching my daughter become a mother, and she has been amazing.
There's a joy on the YouTube channel from Karen Cowden. She said her joy is that Ethan learned how to shuck corn today and made the mini corn muffins, I guess, that are here today.
I'm Anita Blanky. I'm new. I have a concern this week. I have a genetic disorder that causes a lot of problems. I have heart failure for some reason, so that's why I don't stand and sing much. But I'm hopefully going to find out Tuesday at Cleveland Clinic what's wrong. So that's my concern and joy. And a simple joy is I got new slippers and they're really comfortable. And my husband's here and he has Alzheimer's, so I'm happy he's here.
So let's have a moment of silence for those joys and concerns that were shared, and in the certain knowledge that there's been something that someone's kept to themselves for, national privacy reasons, and take a moment of silence for all that. So let it be. James has our time for all ages. Which mic would you like?
I'll take this one so I can carry it around when I ask you guys questions.
I'll sit here.
So hello, everyone. Good morning. The word homogenize means to make all the same. It's used when talking about mixing milk fats throughout the milk so that they don't separate into milk and cream, for instance. But we can also homogenize things in our minds. We can imagine things and people as all being the same, whether or not they really are. We as humans have a strong tendency to homogenize groups of others. It's a useful shortcut. It makes us feel like we know what to expect. We can feel like if we know one thing about a person, we know a whole lot. And it even works to a certain extent. If you know someone is a local second grader, for instance, you can figure out a lot of other things that are probably true about them. They probably go to school in some capacity. They probably can't drive. They probably don't know calculus and probably aren't 6 feet tall. But we tend to go well beyond what's actually true with our homogenizing. When we learn that something is common in a group that we're not a part of, we tend to assume that it applies to everyone in the group, or at least most of them. Even if we can admit to ourselves when pressed that it doesn't apply to everyone, we still tend to feel deep down that it does. We do this with groups from other places, like people who live in the Middle East or Mexico or rural Appalachia. We do this for people who belong to certain groups, like evangelical Christians or convicted felons or homeschoolers. And we do this for people in different times, such as the 1950s or colonial America or the Victorian era. But generally, however much we feel like a group is homogeneous, is all or mostly the same, it's probably a lot more varied. There are probably a lot more different kinds of people than it feels like there are. So, to help put this in perspective, we're going to play a game. I'm going to ask you guys some questions, and you're going to tell me what you feel on a gut level the answer is. Then I'll tell you the answer, okay? Okay, so our first question, which is a bit of a warm-up, if I can pull this out. There we go. How many McDonald's are there in Saudi Arabia? So, okay, there we go.
None.
Okay, we've got one.
7.
Okay, we got another. Any other? There we go.
100.
Okay. Did everyone hear that?
100.
Thank you. I was a little slow with the mic. Anyone else? Okay. The correct answer is over 312. Okay. So our second question. In the United States, in 1937, just 17 years after women gained the right to vote, what fraction of people reported that they would be willing to vote for a woman for president? Now, you can answer in terms of percentages, like 5%, in terms of 1 in whatever number, like 1 in 10, or in terms of fractions, like 1/2 or 1/5. Who has an idea?
I'd say an 1/8.
Okay, we have 1/8.
30%.
Okay.
10.
10%? Okay, anyone? Oh, here we go. Strategy. Going around the other way, that would have been inefficient.
40%.
Okay, we've got 40%. Anyone else?
I'll take a really low guess, 0.5%.
0.5%. Okay, so we have a wide range of guesses here. The correct answer is, according to the Gallup poll given that year, is 1 in 3. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, our final question. In the most Republican state in the country, if you met a random person who voted in the last presidential election, how likely would it be that they voted for the Democratic candidate? You can answer similar to before with percentage, one in however number, fraction, whatever you'd like.
I'm going to say a third again.
Okay. I hear you saying something, so I'm bringing you the mic.
Wasn't it 48%?
Okay. Anyone else? Okay, so you guys have caught on a little because it actually is a little bit more than 1 in 4. And the state, by the way, is Wyoming. Yeah, so meeting a random person who voted in the last election in Wyoming is about a 1 in 4 chance that they voted for the Democratic candidate, Biden. So, I hope we can all remember this the next time we find ourselves thinking about any group of people, that however we feel on a gut level, it's probably a lot less homogenous than that. So, thank you. Have a wonderful day.
So similar and yet so different. Thank you, James. We'll have our interlude and offering, and I'm going to ask you all to sing it with me. The lyrics will be up on the wall. Yeah. It's a chant, and we're going to go through it twice, and the first time is for you to get a feel for it, and the second time is for you to let yourself think about the words. Circle round for freedom, circle round for peace, for all of us imprisoned. Circle for release, circle for the planet, circle for each soul. Serve the children of our children. Keep the circle whole. Circle round for freedom. Circle round for peace. For all of us imprisoned. Circle for release. Circle for the planet. Circle for each soul. The children of our children. Keep the circle whole. Thank you for your support. We'll sing our children out. Love you and bless you and send you on your way. We love you and bless you today and every day. Oh, they're fast. Our speaker today is Jess Hunt. Pronouns they, them, and I do not know them. I'm just like, say hi. That's what I know. So say hi. Hi.
Hello. Freedom. That's a hard word for me this year. Freedom. Juneteenth, Pride Month, 4th of July. I have to tell you, this year, Pride felt a little bittersweet. Pride and Juneteenth are celebrations of freedom, and increasingly those freedoms have been challenged, threatened, and taken away again. Freedoms have been taken away from so many of us. And while we still came together to celebrate ourselves and each other, the thought that Pride Month would end felt daunting and foreboding this year. And for it to roll right into Independence Day, that felt like a sucker punch. I find myself wondering, whose independence are we celebrating? Not mine. Our path into fascism at breakneck speed the last 8 years has tested all of our capacities and stretched them beyond what anyone could have imagined. We've all lost freedoms. Let's take a moment to breathe on that. Has breathing felt hard for you lately? What do we do when breathing gets hard? Alexis DeVoe, a Black feminist writer, says, "The future is your next breath." The day after she said these words to Alexis Pauline Gumbs, Eric Harris lay dying from gunshot wounds, and a police officer told him, "Fuck your breath." What happens to your breathing when you hear this? These ever-increasing stories. How quick, how shallow, how possible is your breathing right now? What can we believe in together that can help us keep breathing despite the overwhelming evidence of blatant violence, disrespect, and injustice? How can we keep moving into the future? We breathe. So breathe with me. You might know this song. Breathe in, breathe out loud. Breathe in, breathe out. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. Our faith is love. Ours is a covenantal faith. But what does that mean? Well, covenant is Latin for come together and means a solemn agreement, or I like this one, a promise from the heart. We covenant to be in relationship together, not just here. As Unitarian Universalists, our covenant means that we make promises to all communities to honor love and justice above all else. In Life of the Beloved, Henri Nouwen describes finding the beloved within ourselves. He reminds us that we are not looking to be in any community, but in a gentle, beloved community with each other. And he says we can only accomplish that if we first have that community with ourselves. And here's the tricky part. We can only have that when we engage in community together. Everything is interdependent and interwoven. That's where our freedom is, our interdependence. Our real power for change is in our interdependence. As Audre Lorde says, there is no liberation without community. We must continue to seek connection and build community, to rely on our interdependence in order to fight fascism and regain our freedoms. This is hard work, and we cannot do it alone. Human beings are wired together. So let's breathe again together. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. The path to justice is never ending. And as we bend that moral arc of the universe towards justice, we're going to reveal more injustice. And it is our spiritual responsibility as UUs to call out injustice every time we hear it. Rugged individualism goes against our very nature. When we believe the lie of bootstraps, we make ourselves and each other less free. UUs are called to advocate and promote ways to be in loving community. But what does that look like? It can start with being in conversation with others about it. Talk about it more in every conversation. Be uncomfortable. Make other people uncomfortable. It is in those places that change happens, faith formation happens. Contact your representatives. Contact mine. Join canvases to knock on doors, make phone calls, or attend events. Pay attention to the local elections. We know that the Moms of Liberty are infiltrating school boards. Have you considered running for a school board? You don't have to have a kid in the school system to want a more equitable future for the education of youth in our communities. Allies and accomplices must continue to rise up for the right to love and be loved without fear, no matter what month it is. There is a freedom I carry within me that can never be taken away, a freedom that is woven throughout my existence with love and joy. Joy is resistance. And I offer you this prayer by Marisol Caballero. Divine mystery, you are present in my joy and in my sorrow, anger and fear. Guide me to create joy in my life and in the lives of others, that despair finds no permanent home within my soul. May it be so. Amen, Ashe, and blessed be. And we have a special song, and I think you'll pick up on it and be able to join in.
Needs now is joy and resistance. We will fight the good fight with or without your assistance. Move out of the way if you can't support the mission. What the world needs now is joy and resistance. All we need is faith. Needs now is faith and resistance. We will fight the good fight with or without your assistance. Move out of the way if you can't support the mission. What the world needs now is faith and resistance. What the world needs now is love and resistance. We will fight the good fight with or without your assistance. Move out of the way if you can't support the mission. What the world needs now is love and resistance. What the world needs now is hope and resistance. We will fight the good fight with or without your assistance. Move out of the way if you can't support the mission. What the world needs now is hope and resistance. What the world needs now is joy and resistance. We will fight the good fight with or without your assistance. Move out of the way if you can't support the mission. What the world needs now is joy and resistance.
I left my notes. Even the best of us need cheat sheets. Our closing music is going to, chalice. I can do this. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, or the community, or the fire of commitment. Peace we carry in our hearts until we are together again. And we'll have closing music. Gentlemen, I'm putting the men to work now.
We have heard just this morning and in the news over the last several weeks and months of rights that we as human beings are losing in this country. The way we do it as Unitarian Universalists is through love and through peace, and we stand together in that. So let us stand, and we shall sing, "We Shall Overcome." We're going to sing, "We shall overcome, we shall all be free, and we shall live in peace." We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we'll walk hand in hand we shall all be free. We shall all be free someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall all be free someday.
From our lips to God's ears. And in this mission, I have words from Confucius. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Don't go anywhere. Just clear the room a little ways so that tables can be set up and stay for lunch. There's lots.